What are you guys doing in there again? Well, you know, time for another project, time for another beer. Let's see you guys. Buddy, we're back. This is episode 2 of Trevor's $6 million printer. Yeah. So he's gonna help me today. We're gonna try and assemble the frame of this so that we can build off of that. I have most of the pieces, but I am missing like a few different screws, but we have the most important ones, which are the M5 by 10 millimeter or whatever. That's what's going to hold all this together. I spent this weekend printing out all these parts. I guess I can show you. So we got a power supply mount, and we got, this holds the electronics here, right? Electronics in the board, and a fan. This was an option. The front display, some other, these are all like structural rigidity pieces. These are the, oh, this is a spare. I printed at a lower percentage. We got stepper motor holders. I printed out all the pieces. What I'll do is I'll lay them out. I'll lay them all out here, and you can see what we got. And like I said, it only took me a couple days to print these pieces. There's some long prints, but if you have a 220 by 220 size printer, like I've got my TiVo, this was no problem at all. My TiVo is working pretty good. All this stuff is like spot on. All the pieces with the rails, there's these rail mount clamps that go onto the 2040. All these, I mean, it's pretty much right on. It's exactly the size. So that's pretty good. And I didn't do any scaling or anything. So I guess at this point I will leave links to the guy for Thingiverse for this AM8 metal conversion, and so you guys have the files. And then basically in there we'll also have, I got this stuff from Misumi. This is all the 2040 you can see here. So I'll start leaving some links for that. And I've ordered a bunch of stuff. That's why I said this is no longer a cheap printer. This is going to be a pretty serious upgrade. So I'll get this stuff sorted out. We'll set some of it out, at least the printed pieces, and then we'll bring it back. So here's all the pieces. We got, these are like, this is a bracket for the display. They go like here, and then this piece kind of goes, supposedly it like goes over it like this or something. You can see that it mates right up to it, so it goes right there. This is the display for the screen, right? These are the rod holders. They kind of are over here like this or something. So there's a set of that. Like I explained some of this. You can see these pieces are for the motors, right? You can kind of see that. And so like this one, there's a spot for the rod, and then for the support rod, and then the Z-axis screws come through. These are the rod clamps. They like kind of go on here on these pieces. You already saw that. This is this is part of the belt tensioner system for the Y-axis. This is a really good fit. My printer did a really good job on this. There's almost no movement, and this is very minimal. The guy said to print this piece out in PLA, or I mean ABS, but all I have is PLA. And one thing that I thought of is that, someone was talking about, insulating your heated bed from the underside. And I think that's a good idea. I might get some of that, like, insulating, sticky backing. I think they even put it in cars. It's like that heat shield kind of stuff. Anyways, if I put that on the bottom of the bed, then, it would reduce the likelihood of anything happening with this PLA part, because it is going to be, near the end of the bed. But I'm not even worried about that. I really don't think that's going to be an issue. We'll find out. But so we've got the other pieces of 2040 here. These are the 313 pieces. And then we got the what is this one? The 340 size pieces. One of these we should have. So there's three. I don't know. We got to look at the thing here. So what we're gonna do, I just wanted to show you, and I brought all my screwdrivers, not only the 3mm, now that I've obviously misplaced it. There it is. So the 3mm will work with these M5 screws. That's the right size. Since I do, you know, most of the screws on your printer are going to be, well, these are all Phillips, but, you know, most other printers, they give you actually Allens, and that's what I use. But, you know, I've got from 1.5 to 2 to 2.5 and 3 and a Phillips. So, you know, Phillips, because this thing is all full of Phillips. So, and what we're building is going to be all Allen. So, let's take a look at the instructions here, and we'll start going from there. All right, we're going to start at the beginning now. One thing I did do is I already tapped. So one of the procedures is to tap the holes in the long pieces, and so they said, you know, from, you know, one side of this thing, both holes, but I just went ahead and I did all 4 holes. So there's 2, you know, 2 per piece. So I just tapped them N5. So just that way I wouldn't forget. I mean, I would be upset if I put this whole thing together and then I figure out, oh, I got to flip it around. So I just did all 4 holes. It didn't take that long. Make sure you use some tap magic, you know, aluminum tap magic, or some kind of oil in there. And, you know, otherwise you might get jammed up. So, okay, discrepancies, introduction. We want to get to the meat and potatoes here. So they talk about the plastic parts. We already did all that, right? Tap the extrusions. I did that. Purchase parts. So we've gotten most of it. Like I said, disassembly. Well, that was done for us in shipping. So we're going to have to disassemble this. But they talk about removing power, blah, blah, blah. You know, loosen all this stuff. You know, all that should be left at this point is mostly the intact acrylic frame. So what we're going to do is we'll just follow from here, and we'll get the stuff off that says to get off, and then we'll skip over to the 2040 assembly. So what you're probably going to see here is just some you know, some sped up video of us working on this. So all right, guys, we'll see you when we're ready to start assembling this stuff. So unhook the power cable from the back of the bed. I already did that. It's gone. Remove the belt pulley and the 2 8mm nuts from the front of the threaded rods. This will allow you to pull. Okay, so that's all gone from us because it was all broken, right? Loosen the bottom set screws on the Z-axis flex couplers. That's these pieces. Allowing them to be removed from the motors. Remove the 2 acrylic frame pieces from the top that hold the Z-axis rods. These pieces, right? So we want to loosen these screws. Then we want to loosen these, and we want to, you know, pull this off, and we want to pull the rod out of here. That's what it's saying to do. Okay. All right. Another piece down. In the pile. Like V-Core. In the pile. I like that guy.
Wow, that's pretty much assembled.
Where's your printer?
What printer?
What printer? These are not the printers you're looking for.